Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feed. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. And don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm repped out, tell them watch your mouth. You know we gon' bend your block. I'ma walk in time bomb. I go viral. You niggas like TikTok, yeah. This ain't what you want. Tell them throw in the tile. We make niggas hit the clock and with our toe fire, rain brimstone. They gon' think that you live a lie. We ain't got no picks. We want it all. We gon' make you pick a spot. We knocking on the door, so let us in. Or you know we gon' pick the locks. We in the field for real. Every day while y'all just say watch. We making enemies our foot stores. Y'all know nothing about a op. It take one try when I rock out. I'm like David when I sling shots. I'm putting attachments on everything. Y'all want me to connect the dot. This drum got 50 unreleased hits. You don't want to be the next to drop. I put them in a box and make that shit double wood. You don't want to be the next to fly. Yeah. Niggas feeling themselves. Get a shovel, tell them dig the pot. Can't fit you and your man's in it, just tell him get a bigger box. Cause I'll put you in one and knock you out one. Call up my nigga knock. I'll put your song on, cut it on mute, and then tell you that shit was hot. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feed. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. Big soldier, nigga. I come in the name of the boss. So my niggas that is wartime. Already wait the coast. That point shoot bitch. Red Dead Redemption. Got them niggas scared to whisper. Is you with us or against us? Can't stop to the zone loud. I don't think you get the picture. It come from my head, I'm giving them lead. The preacher give them a scripture. Flow cold style vicious. Niggas sweeter than the missus. Got soldiers posted. I put them on your roof. Merry Christmas. Bring hither and slay him. Got the Glock, got the book of loot. Keep it stick like Dumbledore. Play dumb, I'ma let it loose. Call my gun harmony. Call my main bitch Betty Boop. He the truth, I'ma need the proof. Got stripes like beef troops. Hit his ass like a Louisville. Hit him low, then I hit him high. Bring him home to the umpire. Give him bars like Wi-Fi. Turn the booth to a bonfire. Little bitch, I'm a live wire. I ride like a car tire. It's on mine when I ride by. Big soldier, nigga. Just give me a reason. Fuck peace, getting even. One beat with feed. Taking over, nigga. Let me make it clear. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is. I'm about to start a fire. Whole team full of riders. Every dead on the ride, boy. Ain't gon' be no survivors. Big soldier, nigga. Come on. Don't care where it is. They want the cloud, we want the zone. That's the way it is.
I heard they coming for blood, I'ma be coming for more. Give me the floor, they better come with a mop. I'ma be making it pour. Nigga, I'm raw, fly with the hammer like Thor. Found on my ops in the morgue, tell them I'm four. I'ma be bombing these lanes, understand how and war. I've been the lead, time to get back in the street. Time to get back on my feet, had time to read. Check out, we came from the east, wait till my dogs are released. Heard they was sleep, so we gon' wake them up. Put them up in the sky, the Lord gon' take them up. I take on anybody, think he brave enough. I've been the same and I ain't never changing up. I'm in my zone, hit up my cellular phone. Tell me whatever he on, I took that scouter. He on them perks and that powder, homie ain't really that strong. I'm like a dawn, better yet Benny King acting for lion head on my pinky ring. I keep a shield, boy you see everything. G43, Symphony, let it sing.
You ain't too, you crazy. Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head over, nigga.
I read what Eve did to Adam. I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, oh they lies, this hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop can stretch the nigga. He ain't thieving, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that open blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me make it picture. Rappers can they spin and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear. This shit life. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. 6 shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand excuse you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Don't let them take you out your spirit, gotta stay focused. Can't go back living how I was, cause it's repulsive. I don't ask for much, this all I ever wanted. And not killing, die behind it, you can quote me. Yeah, these hoes for the streets, they ain't holy. I ain't pulling up the spiritual when devils kiss your boots. We ain't no cowards, please don't say what you gon' do. Or post something on the internet you think you gotta prove. Cause I got Karak Ice, I got Shia War, got Kasarpakai, I got Imawan, got Kabataban, I got Tazaba, got Kakamaima, got Karanyala, got Yaragabar, Tribe of Issachar, bring out Gobble War. Couple young men in this bitch with an olive oil. If you ain't in these ranks, then you out of order. It's a time for everything right now, it's time for war. And I'm still the same nigga when I'm not recording. I pull up, shoot from half like I'm Michael Jordan. I don't think they fit to join the Lord's army. I survived a Christian church, moral of the story. I done beat so many demons, I got war stories. Garment look so hardcore, look like I morphed on him. Appetite for battle, yeah, I'm war hungry. I ain't choose this life, the Lord chose me. I'm a certified priest and I don't take that lightly. How I feel about this shit, yeah, I can't describe it. I know they mad at me, cause I can't trust the white man. I gird up my loins and did something mighty. Yeah, what's done in private, it's gonna come to light. Speak the truth into these bones and watch them come to life. All my friends are dead, let loose all the plagues, yeah.
Practice, not a game, not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Back row.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's
beef, we shred a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'm a goat, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They bring out the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe. Connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Made for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game. These niggas lame. State bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same. You want the easy pass? Tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire. You can't stand the rain. Take an aim. Tell him running, he could try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the vet. Lamping these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number one at everything I do, that's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this, janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10, I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7", is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun. You hear now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas. We burn the crib now. I'm ahead now. And I hope they get hid now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga, I don't fear clown. Silences make it sound like raindrop. That's a fire storm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war. I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex. That's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is, I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Drop dummy.
I know you wanna marry a priest, but first I gotta wait and see. You know you gotta. And I know you wanna feel my touch, but girl, it ain't no rush. I'ma teach you just hush and just. I can tell from the first day you was all in. Gave you my number, you start texting and calling. You ain't waste no time, little mama persistent. When I teach about the scriptures, you be quiet and listen. You had a few questions, so I answer with no hesitation. How the white man the devil, why we need separation, why you can't have your kid birthday celebration. We greatly deceived by the dragon, that's in Revelation. Baby chill, you just gotta be patient. I know your thoughts racing, it's a lot of information, but you want to learn, so I'll be glad to teach you. Cause once we locked in, I never leave you. I know you want to marry a priest, but first I gotta wait and see. You know you gotta. And I know you wanna feel my touch, but girl, it ain't no rush. I'ma teach you just hush and just. Now it's time to move to phase 2. We've been talking for a year, you ain't changed, been the same since day 2. Attending every class, met my sisters and my brothers, put you through a couple tests, and you pass with flying colors, plus you follow my lead. You make me proud of what I molded, through the pressure and correction, could've easily afforded. Baby, know you a ruby, you let your light shine bright. You the type I gotta wipe, cause you gon' hold me down for life. That's right, I can't lie, resisting you was the hardest, cause you bad as fuck, covered up and dressed modest. So I know I wanna spend my whole life with you. Now it's time to go and make this shit official. You know you really needed a priest and spend the rest of your life with me, but first you had to. And now that you my wife, we locked in for life, and the feeling's just right, cause you made the choice to.
Yeah, we are live.
Yes.
It's going down. Once again, we are live from ISUPK headquarters in Harlem, New York. Let it be known, episode 61. Give that a hand. Damn, episode 61 is going down, man. Of course, we are your hosts in the building. We got the man of the hour, the prince of the power, priest and officer Shalaya Allah in the building. Give him a hand. He's going to be coming on stage soon, to do his 1 and 2. Of course, straight out of Yonkers, New York, we got the roughest, the toughest, the daughter, this side of Yonkers, New York, priest and officer Brataza in the building. Give him a hand. It's going down. And of course, I am the mountain of the most high, priest and officer Harya Allah. You can give me a hand, and we setting it off today. Yo, chiming in later on, we're going to have Priest and Officer Karaya Allah in the building. We also going to have Priest and Officer Karab and Officer Yawa Allah in the building for that war report y'all been waiting for. It's going down, man. March 26, 2023, and the Passover is around the corner. Give that a hand. Some gunshot. Most High in Christ for that Passover, man. It's going down. Listen, man, I'm driving all the way down to Raleigh, North Carolina. And it's going down, man. Word. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty, pretty good. Fighting every day, but it's a beautiful day. I'm ready for the Passover.
Damn right.
I have been calling my brothers, 2022 Hebrew Academy.
Give them a hand.
I've been calling I want to get, hold on, let me just get a shout out. Shout out to my crew, to the kitchen crew, at the Passover, who going to be serving the food. We have to give those brothers a shout out.
Damn right. Give those brothers a hand, man.
I would like to get a shout out to Priest, Priest and officer of 500 Casac Yard out of Atlanta. He been doing a hard work trying to organize the brothers in the kitchen.
Most High in Christ. Give him a hand, man. Listen, man, it's going down for the Passover. We're going to get more into that Passover later. But first and foremost, if you're in the chat, big shout out to the chat, by the way. If you're in the chat, you can see that we currently have a poll in the chat. And before we get into that poll, let's watch a quick video just in case you have not seen it as of yet. Of course, Tekashi 6ix9ine, or however you pronounce his name.
Salaki. Who Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Apparently he's some rapper with rainbow hair and tattoos. Let's see what happened to him last week.
To anything, I do not listen to anything over 98.
Right.
How I get that.
All right, let's see what happened to this dude last week, man. Let's bring this up real quick.
That's how they supposed to treat you. Bitch ass. Oh, make my head, clown ass.
Go ahead.
Take a picture. Go ahead. Take a picture. I want to be famous now. I want to be famous.
Yo, this is Jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. No, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I know. I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just saying. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hold on, let's run it back real quick. Let's run it back one more time real quick. Hold on. Let's get that back real quick. Oh man, they got something else crazy on here. Let's I want to know now. We got a poll in the chat, man. The poll in the chat says, was the Tekashi 6ix9ine beatdown staged? So if you believe that beatdown was staged, put a yes in the chat. If you do not believe that the beatdown was staged, put a no in the chat. Now, just to give you my personal opinion on it, I think it was emphatically staged. It looks staged to me. Like, I've seen plenty of people get stomped out. That looked like something out of WWE, if you ask me.
Oh, wait. So like, if I may, I thought he was going to drop the elbow and looked at that much stage. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? They were looking for a referee in the bathroom.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
They wasn't looking for the cops. They were looking for the referee. And where was his bodyguards? Where was his bodyguard?
Yo, it just looks so fake to me, and I want to bring some special attention to this stomp. Like, listen, man, I've seen plenty of brothers get stomped out before. You know what I'm saying? But if this stomp don't look staged, I don't know what is. Like, I've seen plenty of brothers in the hood get stomped out. Let's take a look at this stomp real quick.
This is a Hulk Hogan stomp.
Yeah, this is a Hulk Hogan big leg, if you ask me.
Watch it.
Oh, come on. And then look, watch how they block the camera. Next kick.
Go ahead.
Look.
I want to be famous now. I want to be famous.
Oh, come on, man.
6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. No, I'm a fan.
Listen, man. It looks. Let me tell you something. It looks pretty staged to me.
In Slovakia, I have, you know what I'm saying? You know, I have witnessed people getting stomped out in the bathroom. He would have still be underneath that the sink. He would have been underneath the sink. He would have been underneath the sink.
Listen, man, we got brothers in the chat saying it wasn't staged. Listen, man, we're avid fight fans. You know, we watch fights every single week consistently. I see a lot of stomps. That looks like something out of WWE.
Let me just say, I have got stomped.
Right. Right. It didn't look like that.
You know what I mean? I'm not getting up like that. I would see nothing but birds and little butterflies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those sparkly things.
Right.
If you're getting hit like that, you're gonna see the sparklies. You're gonna see the sparklies.
Listen, man, it just really looks fake to me. Now, keep in mind, it might be real, because to keep it 100, when I was coming up, anybody that came on my block wearing booty shorts like that might get stomped out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was wearing in that gym. Like, if you rolled up wearing some tight shorts like that, anytime on my block, you might get stomped out. So it's not far-fetched that it might be real. I'm just saying, based on what I see, it looks fake. It looks fake, man.
You know what? Sometimes you have to bring it down to see what's up, because in this kingdom is a lot of wickedness. There's a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that brothers try to get clout over and try to make money, because you know what I'm saying? They got this to the point that if it's real, we don't know when the real is real or the fake is fake.
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from? This is still a brother. This is still a brother, but he's in that type. He's in the world. He's in the world.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And it looks staged to me.
It looks staged to me
because of his background.
Right.
Because of the
exactly.
background.
Think about his background.
Like
this particular rapper, Tekashi 6ix9ine, has always been known for pulling stunts in order to increase his online presence. He's done all sorts of weird and goofy stuff, and he's not as relevant as he used to be. And big shout out to the chat. We got a brother in the chat, Calvin. He said it wasn't staged. Tekashi 6ix9ine is a professional rat. Of course, that we know Tekashi 6ix9ine did have a case. If I'm not mistaken, it was one of those gang cases. I don't want to get too much in detail on that. And he ended up getting out or testifying. I don't know the details, but yes, he's known as a rat. And he came home from being a rat and ended up selling more records. Obviously the public didn't care. They typically don't. And now he's getting supposedly jumped in the bathroom.
Well, check this out. We can check this out. And he's going to sell more records.
Right.
He's going to sell more records.
Right.
Because there's no such thing as bad publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
I read one story regarding this, that they said that the staff at that particular gym that he got jumped in had to lock him in a room to prevent him from getting jumped. Let's just take a look at it one more time, man, because I got to tell you, it just doesn't look real to me. Right, by his own security.
In 2 weeks.
What is he pulling? He's like,
I want to be famous now.
That look like some real Stone Cold. Was that Stone Cold?
I'm a fan, bro. No, I'm a fan.
Stone Cold Steve Austin style right there.
I know I ain't joking, bro.
And check this out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it 100. Check it out. Check this out. It's on tape. the people who's doing the assault is on tape.
They videotaping
Why they
it.
not going to jail? What I need to we need to find out, did these people go to a jail for assault?
Listen,
you know
man.
I just need to know who pressed charges because it's on tape. Their
Right.
faces on tape. They talking mess in front of the, you know what I'm saying, in front of in front of the authorities.
Right.
So I'm, you know what I'm saying. So they snitching on themselves. They snitching on themselves.
Listen, man, it certainly looks fake to me. It's two parts of that video that stands out to me that makes it look fake. The first of which was that stomp that looks like a classic wrestling stomp. The second thing is the camera blocking, because when that second kick came, the camera was specifically blocked. It looked like professional choreographers that is trying to stage a beatdown in the bathroom. Listen, man, I've seen plenty of beatdowns before. They look real. He had a little blood and a little scratches or whatever the case is, but it just doesn't appear as if those men were trying to seriously hurt him in that bathroom. So I think it's fake. Let's take a look at the poll. We got 41% of our viewers saying yes, it does look staged, while the other 59 is saying no, it does not look staged. There's no right or wrong answers. Please feel free to jump in the chat at any time and cast your vote on the poll. Was the Tekashi 6ix9ine beatdown staged? There's no right or wrong answers. So we got a comment here in the chat. Both these guys weigh well over 200 pounds. Tekashi is under 200 pounds. In a real beatdown, he is not walking out of there. Nobody stomps the midsection. Yo, give this viewer a hand right here. Damn right. Don't nobody stomp no midsection. Like, your face is clearly right there, whether you block it or not. You know what I mean? That was very accurate assessment
I
right
like
there.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm police officer Paratas out of Yonkers, New York. You know what I'm saying? And there's, you know what I'm saying? And the brothers and sisters who grew up on the block, we know what a stomp is.
Right.
We can pull up a video of a person getting jumped right now. We know what a stomp is. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Especially getting caught up with two, you know what I'm saying? Two big dudes. Two big dudes that, you know what I'm saying, 6'5", 6, you know what I'm saying, 6'11,000. 6'11,000. That's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? They would have picked him up, threw him up, you know what I'm saying, threw him up on it.
They would not get up.
They would
There's no way he's getting up.
Wait, I think he got hold up. I don't think he got on shoes. It looked like he got on socks.
Right.
He got socks on.
Yo, let's get another look at this because we got a viewer in the chat here. We got one viewer in the chat, Pip King. He says, look like a real kick to the ribs to me. Now, if you ever watch what they refer to as professional wrestling or sports entertainment, WWE and things like that, you know that they are trained to stomp and lessen the blow of a stomp by lifting up the leg that's not stomping. So they'll do an action like this here. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Boom. They'll do that. You know what I mean? They'll do that in WWE. Let's take a closer look at this stomp one more time.
Oh, and they would go and check this out. They would go far enough to cut themselves.
Right.
They look like, you know what I'm saying? Look like they got cut. You know what I'm saying? Hit with the chair, so on and so forth.
Now, I want you to take a close look, Pip King. I want you to take a closer look at the leg that's not stomping, because I see no reason why the leg that's not stomping should leave the floor.
Hold on. You gotta realize it looked like he got on socks. You know what I'm saying? He's like 7. You know what I'm saying? He's like 7'9". He's rocking around.
Right.
He walking around with his chancletas on.
He's the initial stopper.
Right. Right. Let's take a quick look at this stomp. Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Right, that's it.
He turned into the stomp. Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Nobody turned into the stomp.
Yeah, you gotta get on the mic. You gotta be on the mic.
Nobody. Slaki, if I may. No,
Yo.
he turned into the stomp. He
Yo.
turned into the stomp.
Like this is just this is
Nobody turns
staged.
into the stomp.
Like, look, it's he's almost doing the crane kick right there. This is This is staged, yo. Look. Oh, hell no. I'm not going. Oh, hell no.
He got on. Yo, he got on football rib
that
guards.
Is so
he
fake.
He got on football rib guards.
Right. Yo, let me tell you something.
Salakia, so we're not going to talk about that. There's, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen, man.
We took off the old, you know what I'm saying? The old man.
Listen, Pip King said that was a real stomp to the ribs. I beg to differ, bro.
You know what?
I beg to differ.
We need to pull up a WWE.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he can see.
Listen,
one of the old school ones. The old school ones.
Listen,
WWF.
Man,
you need to pull up a
that
WWF
stomp to the rib looks so fake. It looks so fake.
Wait. You couldn't forget. His man
genuine.
Is there too. You ain't seen his man stomp. Remember, his man kicked him in the head. Quote unquote. Watch his man. Watch his man.
Yo, it's almost as if he's prepping him for the stomp.
Yeah.
Look, it's almost as if he said something. Look.
Yeah, brace yourself.
Brace yourself. Bro, look, brace yourself, bro.
Brace yourself.
Wow.
Like the talk.
Oh,
you know
that joke looks so fake.
There you go. Look.
Watch it block the camera.
Watch this.
Block the camera.
Look, pick it up from there.
That is so
the
fake.
Double team.
Let me tell you something, man. That looked like the man, that looks as fake as you can possibly get. Let me tell you something, man. Can't nobody make me believe that was a real beatdown. We got some more comments in the chat. Plot twist, that is his security guard. And you want to know something? I believe that.
Oh, that's his security guard.
I 100% believe that, man. Like, I believe that is his security guard. Look, Princess Amaya said, pull up Stone Cold Steve Austin footage. Listen, man, before we go further, we got Priest and Officer Karab in the building, straight out of Long Island, New York. Give him a hand.
How everybody doing?
It's going down, man. It's going down. Shalom, sir. How you doing today?
Everything
good
right,
to see you, man.
How everybody doing, man?
Everybody's doing well, sir. Listen, we just going over this Tekashi 6ix9ine footage.
Right.
Now, we got a poll in the chat. The poll was the Tekashi 6ix9ine beatdown staged? Now, I personally believe it was staged.
Right.
You know, this Tekashi 6ix9ine character, he's been known for years to pull publicity stunts,
pranks and stuff
pranks
like that.
and all types of weird stuff in order to get publicity. Of course, he's known as an informant. I guess he testified against some gang members from Brooklyn during his case. He's also been linked to many violent acts himself, if I'm not mistaken, you know, at his shows and stuff like that.
Turn up a little bit.
So he's no stranger to violence. He's definitely no stranger to violence, but we just want to get this video one more time because I got to tell you, it looks like WWE to me. It definitely looks like WWE to me. Now, keep in mind, Tekashi 6ix9ine, as far as I know, is a brother. Of course, he's been involved in a lot of controversial things, but here in ISUBK, we do not wish any violence or ill will on any of the brothers. So whether it was real or fake, we hope that the brother has a speedy recovery. But I got to tell you, man, it looks fake to me.
Well, if I may, who told him to wear those shorts?
Right.
That's what's throwing me. That's what I'm saying. This is, you know, because he's been crying wolf so long. You know what I'm saying? So, and
I mean,
it's a publicity.
To play devil's advocate, you know, niggas in the gym wear those type of shorts.
Well, look, I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the gym consistently, man. I would never. I would never show up wearing that.
I understand that, but he's from the block. But he's from the block. That's the thing.
But that's
he's
what I'm
from the
saying.
block. That's what I'm saying.
I'm playing devil's advocate.
Listen,
I don't go
man.
to my gym. I see meatheads. They got shorts on like that, trying to live the good old Arnold days. You know what I'm saying? Ow. You know what I'm saying? Lifting up dumbbells and all that with those 88 basketball shorts. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. Listen, when I was coming up, had you come around my block wearing shorts like that,
I agree.
It would be no secret as to why you're getting beat up.
I agree. Listen,
you know?
if you was in the NBA, you know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Exactly. You better be Wilt Chamberlain before you pull up wearing shorts like that. But let's get another look at this real quick, man. Let's take a close look at it. So, Officer Karab.
I just want to say this. Shout out to Harlem The ruckus. No, the ruckus.
Oh, the
You know what I'm saying?
ruckus.
We're bringing long shorts to the game.
That was the Fab Five. That was the Fab Five bringing out them long shorts, man. Big shout out to them, because I got to tell you, before then, it was all types of LGBTQ wearing the NBA. But let's check this out.
Yo, what the fuck? That's how they gonna treat you. Bitch ass. Oh, Mickey Mouse head, clown ass.
Go ahead.
Take a picture.
Go ahead.
Take a picture. I want to be famous now. I want to be famous. Fuck.
Yo, this is Jump 6Ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. No, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro.
Yo, listen.
I know I ain't jumpy, bro.
Yo, listen, man. I've been.
He happens to be there with the camera. He happens to be there with the camera.
I've been to a lot of gyms in my time. I never seen a dude show up in booty shorts in a bubble. Know what I mean? Like, like you trying to be cool or warm, man. Like, yeah. But listen, man, we got plenty of people in the chat. Pip King said it was definitely a real stomp. I beg to differ. I've seen plenty of real stomps. Listen, we watch MMA every week, man. We see all types of body stomps, axe kicks. At no point in time is the foot that is grounded lift up. The only time you would lift that leg up is when you are trying to lessen the impact of the strike. I just don't see it.
What? Does he deserve a stomp out for what he did, or is he cool? Like, is everything all right? Does he deserve a stomp out?
I mean, listen, Precinct Officer Shalayala is asking in the chat, do you think Tekashi 6ix9ine deserves a stomp out? I mean, listen, whether it's real or fake, whether or not he deserves a stomp out, listen, man, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people, some of which that are sitting in federal prison, would definitely want Tekashi 6ix9ine to get a stomp out. But, you know, this Tekashi 6ix9ine story that's been going on for quite some time regarding his case, it's not a unique one. No. You know, you have these guys that go out and they want to be tough, they want to be gangsters, they want to play with guns and be gangbangers and all of that, and then they get caught up on a federal indictment and suddenly they're on the stand. Everybody else goes to jail and they seem to come home and get back on Facebook. So, I mean, you know, his particular story is not a unique story, but again, personally, I think that it's fake. I want to hear what Officer Karab has to say about it.
I mean, listen, honestly, I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's
okay.
I don't want to say it's fake, but I do think it's staged for him to get his ass whipped, because it does look like to me, it looked like a high school fight. You know what I'm saying? You met someone in a high school and you fought them and this and that. You ain't trying to beat them up too much because you don't want to get in trouble. You understand? But
Well, Salakia, sir, if I may, it's on camera. Like their faces is on camera.
But
like
you gotta remember what kind of culture we're in right now. If it's not on tape, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what type of, you gotta get the footage. It don't matter if you're a fan or not. Listen, if I walked in and I saw him getting his ass whipped, I'm guaranteeing pulling out my camera.
Right.
Like, damn, this nigga getting his ass whipped, bro.
No. What I was saying, Salakia, sir, if I may, what I was saying is, you know what I'm saying? If it was real, somebody's supposed to be pressing on charges right now.
I'm gonna tell you on why I really believe it's more staged than real. Because you gotta remember, if he's a rat, there's no such thing as beating up a rat. In the streets, you said rats supposed to die. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to kill the rats. So him saying like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna be famous. Famous for what? Because technically, like you said earlier, like, why are they not in jail?
Right.
You understand? Why didn't no one get arrested? Because we're in this era of publicity. You understand? We're in this era of trolling. We're in this era of not being real. That type of person that he is, he's the type of people that thrives in this era of entertainment. Right. They don't want 100%. The real thing. They don't want the real thing. Because honestly, and another thing I want to say, the way you bringing it out, how he's stomping them, you gotta remember, 90% of people don't even know how to fight. Right. So in reality, he can actually be trying to stomp him out. Right. But he just don't know how to stomp a nigga out. Why? Niggas never actually truly been into a fight.
Salakia, sir. I said it earlier. I said I have been kicked and stomped before.
Absolutely.
When, you know what I'm saying, off of sparring, off of like we get too aggressive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, in the gym. And I know how it feels because you're not getting up.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Depending on where they kick you up, and he got kicked in the head. Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? If you box, you know, the second dude is supposed to kick him in the face.
Right.
Right.
And if anybody got hit in the face or hit in the head, you ain't getting up. You're going to see those sparklies, you know what I'm saying, the stars, so on and so
Right.
forth.
You gotta remember,
You ain't-
right. Like
Yeah.
if you watch the video, even if he did hit him in the head, and what makes it staged, look how his hands is placed. His hands is placed like this.
Right.
So the noise you might hear is him kicking him in his forearms. You know what I'm saying? So that where it can be the stage part. Like you gonna kick me in my head, but I'm gonna have my arms up like this.
Listen, man, I've watched this video several times, and we can play it again. Like, listen, man, I watch and analyze fights all the time. It looks 100% absolutely staged. They could have it looks so staged to me. It's almost as if they did 2 takes. Like, nah, you messed up, run it back. You know what I'm saying? Like it just looks so fake to me. We could check it out one more time, you know, just so our viewers and listen to what they're saying to him. Like what kind of weirdos say this during a stomping? I'm gonna be famous now. You're not gonna be famous now. We still don't know your names.
Right.
Let's see this one more time.
Yo, what the fuck? That's how they gonna treat you. Bitch ass. Oh, Mickey Mouse ass, clown ass.
They had a good workout and then did it in the bathroom.
Take a picture. Take a picture. I want to be
Yo,
famous
it
now.
just
I want to be famous. Fuck.
Yo, this is Jump 6ix9ine, bro. Yo, homie, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm a fan, bro. No, I'm a fan. I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, bro. I know I ain't jumpy, bro. I'm just saying.
is that
crazy?
Is that extension?
Crazy.
That's how you get down. That definitely is extension. And you know what? It might not be. He might color his hair and braid it because he has long hair.
Yo, listen, man.
Right.
Right.
Sis.
Right. Listen, man. Again, we don't wish no harm on that, brother, man. And big shout out to Chupa Mawasa who threw in the chat. No brother don't deserve a stomp out. No brother or sister does. Give him a hand, man. Absolutely. Under no circumstances do we want to see any of our brothers and sisters get stomped out, whether it's staged or otherwise. But again, I gotta say, man, it looks staged to me. So we're gonna take one more look at the chat before we move on to our next story. There is a 40% of people say that it looks staged, and the other 60, wow, it just went up to 61% of the people says
Somebody
no.
change their mind.
Right.
So they just changed their mind. They was like, hold on, nah, man.
61% of people said that no, it does not look staged. There's no right or wrong answer, man.
But it's like if I may, no, it looked like the Will Smith smack. That's what it is. This is a Will Smith smack. You know what I'm saying? It's all publicity. It's all publicity.
Right.
It definitely is, because now he's gonna be talked about. You understand? If they really want to know if it's a fight or not, let me see the security cameras of the gym. So
right.
First walk in to when he goes to the bathroom or whatever he does. He works out afterwards or before, whatever the case is. Let's see those footage. Let's see the footage of him walking in to the gym and the people following him.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see
right.
that.
Give that a hit. Listen, man. Tekashi 6ix9ine. We're going to give you the same exact advice that we give every brother who gets stomped out in the bathroom. Coming to the ISUPK under Command and General Yohana, man. Get your mind right. This brotherhood is a weapon. We will ensure that all gym bathrooms are safe moving forward for you from now on. All right, man. Listen, before we move on to the next story, let's get back to the hottest topic in the nation right now, which is the Lord's 54th annual Passover. Right. Give that a hand, man. hosted by Commander General Yohana. It is going down April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina.
That's right.
The Slaughter of the Lamb, the All Black Party, the Black Wall Street Tour, the Slave Quarters Tour. We got the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and of course, without a shadow of a doubt, we got the Lord's 54th annual Passover.
Right.
It is going down April 1st. My garment looks so glorious. I can't wait to be in the building. That lamb is going to be delicious. That bread going to be delicious. I want extra honey on mine. It's going down.
Hold on. Are you working on the table? You're going to be serving that.
Listen,
I am
going to be serving.
I'm going to make sure extra honey is on
Right, I'm going to make sure mine's got extra honey. I'm going to be serving. Listen, I'm going to serve every year at the Passover. Listen, man, last year the Passover was held in Orlando, Florida, and it was just as glorious as it could be. We had the time of our life. This year it is going down in Raleigh, North Carolina, April 1st. The All Black Party is going to be amazing, man. I can't wait. We're going to give some big shout outs to some of the sponsors at the All Black Party. Call Gas. Give that a hand.
Right.
Captain Tazariak is going down. Hey, listen, man, speaking of Captain Tazariak has a battle coming up
with Shaka Atmos, right?
with Shaka Atmos, man. Now just in case, listen, just in case, if you don't know who Shaka Atmos is, that Captain Tazariak is battling. We want our viewers to get a quick look at the.
I'm telling you, this is a hardcore. I'm telling you, this is a hardcore brother. You know what I'm saying? That Captain is going to debate.
Listen, man.
Hardcore brother.
This brother. Listen, man.
Is he a challenge?
Listen, this particular brother here, man, he encapsulates what it means to be a part of Kemet. You know, he is. You know what I'm saying? He is here. He's here to show us exactly what the video that you're about to see is proof of exactly what it means to be in Kemet.
Salakia, this is where you get your protocols from when you want to be Kemet. This is your go-to. This is your point for reference. This is your point for reference if you're down with Kemet.
And just mind you, guess who else you see in this video? Jabari.
Jabari, right?
Right. You see Jabari.
Let me crystallize the situation.
Listen, man. If you're not 100% sure who Cap is going to be battling on April 8th, let's get a good look at him. Here he is, right there. That's him wearing that headpiece. All right, let's get a quick look at this.
That's a bonnet. He got
Brother Shaka Moles, accompanied by Brother Jostix. Hatep.
12.
All the lies you've been told, baby, let me set you straight.
Get
What
it,
we
son.
did back then was great.
Oh.
You just didn't know. Let me show you the best so your future can look bright.
Bring that back.
Into the light. You see,
Yeah, he set it off like he
he
wanted the Temptations. Hold up. In the dramatic. Listen, that's a portrait of him back in the day. This is hilarious. Do you see what the Israelites, do you see what Isaac still got a battle? Look at this right here. Are you serious?
What a disgusting display. Listen, Captain Tazariak's going to be battling him on April. Captain Tazariak's going to be battling him on April 8th. Be sure to tune in. Hopefully he doesn't do a song at the end of the battle. But of course, we're going to see our very own Captain Tazariak destroy Kemet once again on April 8th. It is going down. Captain Tazariak versus that guy. You know, who was singing the song.
Cap don't even have to say nothing. He don't have to say anything.
Yo, listen, Cap.
He's gonna when it's his time to go, he's just gonna go like this. Look at me and look at him. That should be the end of the conversation.
Listen, Cap gonna show up to the battle. Shaka gonna get his whole first part of the battle off. Cap gonna be like, cue the video. The whole battle gonna be over.
Yeah. I want to make a song request. Yo, play it one more time.
Yo.
The sister didn't see it.
Oh, the sister didn't. Okay, God. Yo, we gonna run this back. The sister, we got the sister in the building. Give her a hand.
We need a poll in the chat.
Yo, we need a poll in the chat, right? Yo, listen. As a matter of fact, we gonna take a page out of Captain Katazan's book. Bump it or dump it, okay?
Bump it or dump it.
Listen, we gonna run it back. We gonna run it back one more time. I want y'all to let me know in the chat whether we should bump this or dump it. All right. This is Shaka. Let's take it from the top, y'all. It's going down.
Spend too much more time talking right now because we want you to be able to enjoy a performance by this incredible artist. And so without further ado, Brother Shaka Moles, accompanied by Brother Jostix. Hetep.
Wow. All the lies you've been told, baby, let me set you straight. What we did back then was great. You just don't know. Let me show you the past so your future can look bright. Help you walk into the light. If you see yourself, I've heard them say that we wasn't even there. Baby, let me make it clear. We were the ones. If you pay attention to
Yo, listen. Listen, if I'm not mistaken, that's mascara. Like, yo, that's eyeliner. Boy, that's eyeliner. That's eyeliner he got on, if I'm not mistaken. Yo,
I used to stay home with the truth.
Word.
Hey, I used to stay home with the truth. You can play with that plastic wax stuff if you want.
Word.
This is what you understand.
Listen, man. You go to Kim and you got to make sure that you get yourself some eyeliner because that's what they're wearing over at the House of Consciousness. Man, big shout out to Captain Tazariak, man. Give him a hand. Listen, man. That other brother that you saw in the video who introduced him is Jabari, if I'm not mistaken, in which Captain Tazariak has destroyed on several occasions as well. So yeah, man, big shout out to Captain Tazariak. Big shout out to Carl Gass. Again, it's right, exactly. You definitely are the company you keep. Listen, man. So we got to bump it or dump it. Listen, let me tell you something.
Real quick. And people got to realize the debate is on which is better for black people. You know what I'm saying? Like I know we laughing about the video, right? I know we laughing about the video, but what is better for black people?
That's the name of the debate.
No, that's what the debate is about. What is better for black people, Kemet or the Bible?
Right.
You understand? And Shaka showed you up front what Kemet about. He gonna show you the way. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
With a theme song.
Mm-hmm.
With a theme song. Oh, Salaki.
Yeah.
With a theme song. I think you got to cue that one more time.
Listen, man.
What's better for black people?
What a disgusting.
Or this.
Listen, man. What a disgusting display. And hopefully Captain Tazariak destroys him. Listen, man. And I'm glad Officer Karan brought that out because the subject of the debate is which is better for black people.
That's right.
Kemet or the Bible, man. And let me tell you something, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need this UPK more than ever because if you're walking around with eyeliner,
right,
singing songs like that, you're pretty much going off the deep end, man. So big shout out to Captain Tazariak. Again, it's going down April 8th. Captain Desariac battling Shaka. They also got a weigh-in, if I'm not mistaken. They got one already on Cross the Line Radio. Make sure you visit Cross the Line Radio on YouTube and check out the preliminary battle, because Cap destroys him in the like after watching the preliminary battle, there's really no reason. I'm gonna throw that in the chat. I'm gonna throw that link in the chat later. There's really no reason to even have a battle on April 8th. The way Captain Desariac absolutely annihilates him in the preliminary battles, man. So once again, big shout out to the captain, man, who we refer to as the Kemet Killer.
Wait, Salak, if I may, I got to pull a scripture on that.
Most High in Christ.
Right here. Read that right here.
And you know, real quick, before you read the scripture, the sad part about it is Shaka Utmost is truly an Egyptian. What I mean by that is he lived by that 100%. You see how he has the knot, the braid and all that. I don't see niggas on the street on 125th with that. Go by the Apollo. I don't see nobody out there with that little thing from Kemet. They trying to sell you oils and RBG, this and that. Shaka loves Kemet. He lives it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why you gotta respect the brother at the end of the day, even though it's wrong.
Right.
That brother lives by what he teach, just like how we live by what we teach.
Damn right.
And that's letting you know who's real, who's fake about their stuff. Even though I might not agree with Shaka about whatever he is.
Right.
He represented to 100%. Some brothers look at Kemet like, I'll never. Then you're not part of Kemet. How can you be a part of Kemet if you're not for their culture? He's for their culture.
That damn right. Give that a hand.
He's for their culture. He doesn't hide it. The funny thing, right, real quick, I saw a video where Shaka was like, he was scared to wear that braid. He was scared to go outside and wear that braid, and he wore a hat on his head. And then he was like, listen, if I'm truly an African, if I'm supposed to embrace my culture, I can't be scared.
Right.
So he said it took him a while to wear it, but he said, listen, if I'm going to be a part of this, I have to respect and love his culture, basically what he's saying. So what's stopping from you, who's part of Kemet, to do the same?
Damn
Why don't
right.
you wear your eyeliner?
Damn right.
Why don't you wear that Egyptian garb and the stuff he wear? Why don't you do that? Why aren't you doing any of that? Why are you wearing what? European stuff? Why are you wearing suits and ties and sneakers? That's all European, right? That's stuff that's not Egyptian culture.
Right.
Shaka out there with his sandals and all that.
Right. So man, listen, man, what the officers break it down is heavy. If you identify with Kemet, you better start growing that lock out the side of your head and get yourself some eyeliner, because embrace your culture.
Gore? I don't know what it is, sir.
All right, man. Listen, man, officer's gonna bring out a scripture real quick.
That's already highlighted. But this is, you know what I'm saying, for blacks and blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This is what we teach in the ISUPK since 1969.
That's right.
We've been teaching the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians how to love each other. Because we've been following, you know what I'm saying? We've been following these other nations. We've been following the philosophy of these other nations. You know what I'm saying? We are you know what I'm saying? We are God's chosen people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We are God's special people. We are, you know what I'm saying? We are a holy people. And we need to come back to the Lord's statute commandments. This is what we teach in the ISUPK. You go out, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you go outside right now, you see nothing but shooting, killing, murder, and drugs. This every week we teach our brothers and sisters not to do this according to the scriptures. Hold
on 1 second. I just want to say something real quick. Sappy sap, sappy so, sabba seppa, dappy do, be.
Hey, that's my new jam. Yo, listen, I'm banging that in the whip on the way home. That's the new joint by Shaka. But this is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18.
Go on.
Thou shalt not avenge.
Say that again.
Thou shalt not avenge.
You know, I'm like, ISUPK teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians not to avenge. You know what I'm saying? Not to avenge, not to, you know what I'm saying? Not to do anything stupid that you need to do. Go on.
Nor bear any grudge.
Bear what?
Nor bear any grudge.
That's the reason why we telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians there's no more shooting. We need to stop shooting according to the Lord's statutes and commandments. This is in the Bible. This is in the Bible. We ain't supposed to bear any grudge towards one another. We're supposed to learn how to iron out all differences. The Bible would teach us that. Read on.
Against the children of thy people.
Against the what?
The children of thy people.
Oh, we ain't supposed to build no grudges against what?
The children of thy people.
We ain't supposed to hold no grudges.
Right.
We ain't supposed to revenge. You know what I'm saying? How the hell I'm going to be holding grudges for 24 years because my father wasn't at the house? You know what I'm saying? I want, you know what I'm saying? I got to be able to forgive my father because I want somebody to forgive me. This is what we teach in ISUPK. This is what we teach according to the law, statute, commandments. This is what we teach according to, you know what I'm saying, this Bible. Read on.
But thou shalt love thy neighbor.
Thou shalt do what?
Love thy neighbor.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians should do what?
Love thy neighbor.
This Bible teaches to do what?
Love thy neighbor.
Hold on. ISUPK since 1969 been teaching blacks, Hispanics to do what?
Love thy neighbor.
Go on.
As thyself.
As what?
As thyself.
That's what we've been doing since 1969.
Damn
we've been
right.
Teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to iron out differences, to hold no grudges, to come to the priest and prophet of the Lord, so you don't hold a grudge toward, you know what I'm saying, toward your mother, you know what I'm saying, your mother that been on drugs. When you gonna forgive her? You know what I'm saying? You 35 years old. When you gonna forgive your mother?
Damn
this
right.
This is what we've been teaching.
Damn right. Give that a hand, man. But yeah, man, big shout out to Captain Tazariak again. His debate is going to be on April 8th. Make sure you tune in. It's going down. Captain Tazariak versus Shaka Amos. Also, the rest of the sponsors for the All Black Party and Salakia, if I don't get them all, Mama's Sense. Give that a hand. No doubt about it, man. Mama Sense got some of the best skincare products. I love that soap. It's going down.
If I may, get her toothpaste. Mama Sense toothpaste. It's so good.
Damn right.
It's so good.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? The ingredients, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to think about any leaven, you know what I'm saying? Any leaven in right now we're going through Passover, so you don't have to worry about no
baking soda, leavening.
And he's and
anything that makes these rise.
Right. And the toothpaste, Salakia.
Most High in Christ, give that a hand, man.
She made it lawful. She made it lawful for us.
Most High in Christ, man. Also, big shout out to UPK FL Wear. Give that a hand, man. Most High in Christ, Officer Itazab, some of the flyest gear that you could get. Also, Priest and Officer Yahweh Allah, give him a hand, man. Addictive Chaos. Features some of the finest jewelry and other products, man. Go check out shop addictivechaos.com. Some of the flyest stuff that you could get. And again, man, I say it every week. When we promote our brothers' businesses on this show, man, we don't just do it because they are our brothers. We do it because we want to help our brothers in the world gain back their masculinity, man. If you're walking around with eyeliner and one braid coming out the side of your head, make sure you visit Addictive Chaos and UPK FL Wear and get yourself some official UPK gear, man, and gain back your masculinity so you can look like masculine men the way the priest and prophets in the ISUPK look every single day. Get your culture back, black man. Time Christ, man.
And real quick, we also remember send in some stuff, man. When I mean send in some stuff, send in some links so we can support black businesses, man.
Damn
if
right.
you sell soap, incense, I don't care if you sell a shirt, just with no shirt with fringes on it. You know what I'm saying? Just a shirt, hats, boots, whatever. That's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Whatever business you have, send us a link so we can buy it and wear it on the show, man. Promote it.
Right.
Well, we like to get a shout out to Priest and Officer Yahweh Sap Ya'ala with his business.
Most High in Christ, give that a hand.
With his business. Yeah, I got his card on me.
Yeah, man. Let's get it. Yeah,
so,
man.
What we got next?
We definitely promote black businesses here, man. So we just gonna move on to the next story. Of course, the Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down on April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. We hope to see you there. Every black, Hispanic, and Native American is invited and also commanded to be at the Lord's Passover. Right. You know what I'm saying? Celebrate your tradition, man. Get with your brothers, the priest and prophets in the ISUPK. It's going down April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. Right. Now, this next story that we're getting into, I'm sure you've already heard about it. And the reason why this next story is so heavy, man, is because what it's doing is it's showing that this disgusting culture and the United States has been pushing this LGBTQ agenda that this country has been pushing in our children's schools. This country has been pushing on every show that you turn on, on every station. This agenda that's being pushed through the internet and through TV and through radio and through every single source of media you can get in contact with, it's not being pushed in some places, and we're gonna get that right now.
Hold on. You mean these perverted bullies?
Right.
Perverted bullies.
Right. This perverted bully agenda that is being pushed everywhere, it's not being pushed in Uganda. Let's get a little bit on this. Uganda to jail people who identify as LGBTQ in one of the world's most anti-gay laws. Okay, so as we know, Uganda, for a while now, it has been against the law there to be a part of the LGBTQ community. But recently, they've passed some stricter laws.
Right.
So let's get a little bit into this. Uganda's parliament has passed some of the most sweeping anti-LGBTQ legislation in the world. Same-sex acts were already unlawful in Uganda, but on Tuesday night, lawmakers voted to ban identifying LGBTQ plus or the so-called promotion of gay identity. Okay, so again, Uganda has voted to ban this LGBTQ, and ultimately what they're saying is that you are not allowed to come out and say that you're a member of the LGBTQ community.
Right, you're not allowed to say anything.
You're not allowed to say anything regarding that.
Right.
You know? So, you know, but what are your thoughts on that, sir?
I think it's ironic that people who are against this, you know what I'm saying, the ones that started it is against it. Because biblically, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah is from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
This came in the world through Sodom and Gomorrah, and you know, they fight it every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To not be a part of this trend. You know, I'm saying this for what you call it purposes, because I don't want the show to get blocked to take it down.
Right.
So, you know,
you can say on
this
perverted
lifestyle.
bullies.
Huh?
Perverted bullies.
You know, listen, I'm not even trying to go over there. I'm just saying this lifestyle that these Africans live, you understand? They was the ones who started it biblically.
Right.
So I think it's ironic that they don't want it in their country, where in Sodom and Gomorrah they was having a good old time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bumping and grinding and having a great old time every day and every night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until the Lord destroy that place. Which is in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? I'm not making this up. It's in the Bible. If you believe in the Bible, go in there and read it. In Sodom and Gomorrah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. And let me tell you something else, man, because the United States of America always uses this trick when they want to push an agenda, where they'll say, well, you know, we're siding on the group of people that's there that actually wants this. You know, what about the poor people that actually wants this? Because that's the agenda that they're pushing on us.
Right.
You know, they are allowing all of these disgusting books in our schools and ultimately sexualizing our children, because they're saying, what about the small group of people that want this? So I think it's important that we take a look here, as disgusting as these Ugandans are. It says, in a packed chamber, lawmakers overwhelmingly voted in favor of legislation called the Anti-Homosexuality Bill, with only 2 of the nearly 400 representatives voting against it. You know, like we have lawmakers and politicians coming out in the U.S. saying, "Yo, what they did was how dare they do that to those people over there?"
Wait, Salaki,
Right.
Salaki, if I may, right, that's democracy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, majority rules.
Right.
That's the same system that we have over here, right?
Right.
As you think that we do. You know what I'm saying? It will lead you to think that you vote. And aye, nay, the winners is in favor of the nays. That's that. That's not how it truly
I guess that's
works.
real democracy over there.
Absolutely. But you got a video to go with it?
Well, see, here's the thing, right? I think it's important that we point out that out of the 400 representatives, only 2 of them voted to have it. Because if you know anything about the history of Uganda, their political system never agrees on anything, you know? And I have some videos that I want to quickly show how they, like, if you ever watch C-SPAN and you see how the United States Congress give it up, you know, they might get a little loud at each other, but in Uganda, they have a completely different process of their political process. And so we'll just take a look at one or two videos of what happens on the Ugandan setting floor when they don't agree. These are the lawmakers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fighting.
Look, they got the chairs coming out. You know what I mean? Like they don't agree. You know what I mean? Like it's apparent that whatever issue that's being debated on this floor today, they don't agree with. Right.
You got the Reds against the Blues.
Right, the red, exactly. Like
you got the Reds against the
right,
Blues.
like that. That's how their Democrats and Republicans give it up. You know, so they when they don't agree, they really don't agree. Let me play one more for you because I want people to understand that when something happens in Uganda and out of 400 representatives, only 2 disagree, that means the whole country is against that.
Right.
You know, so the United States can't come in and say, no, what y'all doing? No. I think that it's apparent that when they don't agree on something, they clearly let you know that they don't agree. Let's check this one out.
Listen, I remember I seen one video where the guy was saying, like, listen, we are not the G word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, the G word. I don't want to say on here, but you know.
Sir, if I may, he said G word.
Right. The G word.
Right.
Like, we are not bomb. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's saying it to everybody. Like, we ain't allowed this in our country.
Right. Look, listen. Look, they bring out the sticks. Look, he hitting him with the microphone pole. They got the sisters fighting. Like, hold on, let's run this back. Like they don't. You see, in Uganda, when they disagree, you know about it. You know what I mean? Like they bring out the microphone stands on you.
Right. And let me just add on to this. This is let you know they talk about us being thugs. Look at them.
Right.
Look at them in here. This supposed to be a dispute about what?
Right.
If we gonna allow it in or not.
Right.
Just because they got a sentence on it's not gonna be allowed. They in here fighting.
Right.
It out like thugs, right? Making it seem like we're the only violent people in the goddamn planet. Well, look at them. They can't even come to an agreement.
Listen, man.
A letter after Salaki. Go ahead, huh? Go ahead.
No, Salaki. They get it popping on when they come to disagreements in the government.
Right.
You know what I mean? It ain't no civil discussions. They
Absolutely.
tear up the whole floor. They tear it up, man. And again, they come over here and they call us thugs and they call us brutes. Listen, they do this in formal government, formal official meetings.
Right.
They tear stuff up, man. So it's important that you understand because now that Uganda has passed this law, you are going to see several politicians from the United States come out. They all have already come out and they've all said, this is almost a criminal act that Uganda would go against the LGBTQ agenda How dare they?
Hold on, right? Uganda is a sovereign nation.
Right.
No, let me say it again. Uganda is a sovereign nation. Now that you know what I'm saying, the United States cannot say nothing to a sovereign nation. That's the same, you know what I'm saying? If Uganda is talking about the United States, would they care about that?
Right.
Nobody's not allowed to talk about the United States, but the United States have to talk about a sovereign nation.
Right.
Whatever if they want to do in their country, let them do it.
Right.
Let them do it, because they say the same thing about you. If you like that stuff in your country, so be it. But it would not happen in my country.
Damn
you know
right.
what I'm saying? It would not happen in my country. Remember, Uganda is a sovereign nation. A sovereign nation. Whatever laws that they put down, that's what the people of the country wanted. Slock it.
Right. Damn right. Give him a hand. And it shows. It shows because the representatives that the people elected over there, out of 400, 2 of them wanted to pass this law. Now, I got to tell you, these laws are pretty steep. You know, these laws are pretty steep. And the law says that you can receive life for wearing the kind of shorts that Tekashi 6ix9ine was wearing.
What they're really trying to tell you
at that gym.
They're going to unalive you out
right.
there.
Right. They're going to unalive you.
That's what they do. Yeah, as you can see, if they're willing to fight right here in a civil dispute, they're ready to fight here, and wherever they at, City Hall, whatever, they're gonna literally do something on the street.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? When they see you, what do you think gonna happen? They're gonna come together as a community collectively and do the ththings that they usually do.
Right. Damn right.
Slock it, sir. What you're saying is so hard body one way. And that's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, when our king come back, Yahweh Shah with the world, you know what I'm saying, ignorant calls Jesus Christ, when he come back, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites will be the authority. Right. Because they don't know what they want. They don't know what they want. You know, I got to bring out that bedrock scripture. Can you read that Bible Shaw right here? I got it right here. Pull it up on my phone. Take that right there.
This Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority.
Say that again.
When the righteous are in authority.
When we follow the law, statutes, commandments with the Israelites, follow the law, statute, commandments of God, we are righteous. So when the righteous are in authority, that's what this world need.
Right.
That's what this planet need.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you see all over. They don't know what they want. We're going to stop, you know what I'm saying? We're going to stop war. We're going to stop other countries' daughters getting raped. Nobody's not allowed to get raped. You know what I'm saying? When the Israelites are in authority on this planet. So when the righteous are in authority, say that again.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
The people do what?
The people rejoice.
Oh, there won't be no fighting. There won't be no fighting in a capital. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to think for them. You know what I'm saying? They are little children. We're going to think for them. You know why? Because we follow the law, statute, commandment, because we're God's people. And we learning from, you know what I'm saying, from Christ. We learning from Yahweh Shai, the great example. You know what I'm saying? It won't be no fighting over there. Whatever the Israelite says goes. Read on.
But when the wicked beareth rule.
Say that again.
When the wicked beareth rule.
Yo, I don't like what you did in your country. So I don't like what you did in your country. So I'm going to tell you what to do. Say that again.
Right.
When the wicked beareth rule.
Yo, I know I raped. I know I stole people's land. I killed, you know what I'm saying? I did genocides to the so-called Native American Indians. I put, you know what I'm saying? I put the so-called Blacks Americans, you know what I'm saying, in slavery. I done shipped Hispanics over there in Spain. I know I did it. Read on.
The people mourn.
The people what?
The people mourn.
You know, this oppressor, you know what I'm saying? He's in authority right now. That's the reason why the people's mourning. That's the reason why you still have blacks fighting for reparations. That's where you still have so-called Native American Indians getting drunk.
Right.
It's against the law to sell liquor on the reservations. But you know what our oppressor did with the wicked? He set up liquor stores 30 steps away from the reservation.
Of course.
Right.
So they could get drunk.
But it's against the law on the reservation for liquor. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. Salaki.
Damn right. Give that a hand. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying, dude? We bring it out on an everyday basis here in the UPK. We are not African. We do not identify with Uganda or any of those other African nations. Like the officer brought out, they are a sovereign nation. Of course, they have the right to make whatever laws they want to make. But at the end of the day, here in the UPK, we are Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We are a sovereign nation.
That's
we
right.
have laws that we have to abide by that come out of that Bible, man. It's like scriptures that the brother just brought out, man. And we do not adhere to, promote, or in any way, shape, or form agree with the LGBTQ lifestyle, their agenda, or anything that they have going on.
That's right.
That is not something that is biblical. And that's not something that the priests and prophets under Commander General Yohana in any way promotes. So, I mean, Uganda got what they got going on, but again, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to realize that this agenda, and we bring it out on a weekly basis on Let It Be Known, this agenda is an attack on your family, man, on your children, on your masculinity. They got you dressing all crazy.
It's everywhere, man.
It's literally everywhere, man. You know, so again, man, just remember that when you engage in that sort of lifestyle, you are partaking in an agenda designed to destroy your people, man. So leave that alone, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, and that's why you need to come to the what is it, the 54th?
The Lord's 54th
annual
Passover.
North Carolina, baby. Get down there.
North Carolina.
Damn right.
Laka.
Damn right.
What we got next? We got a drink of the week.
No, we don't, Slacker. We don't have a drink of the week today,
All right,
sir.
if we don't have a drink of the week, I'm gonna tell you what the drink of the week is. The drink of the week is gonna be Welch's Grape.
Get out of here.
That's Passover. Right.
I said this. I said, remember, I said this on Thursday. I was like, don't drink until the Passover.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw something out there. I'm gonna throw something out there. No drinking until, you know what I'm saying, till April 1st. Can we do that?
God.
Even for the black party, can we not drink at the black party? Oh, did I slip up? I slipped up.
Open bar.
It's an open bar.
That'll be a whole lot of
I need
wasted
juice
money
at the open.
You are
A
by
shot,
yourself.
precinct officer, a shot.
You are by yourself with that one.
Sean Capone, I need you to sell nothing but grape juice, Welch's.
The opinions of your Parathas
Right.
on the whole.
I do not approve. I do not approve of this message.
I would be drinking now until the Passover.
Listen, Precinct Officer Haryala does not approve of this message.
I don't either.
Let it be known, man.
Let it be known.
Yeah,
Drink. Just don't get drunk, people.
Right.
And
right.
meet us at the Passover.
Well,
Damn
you know
right.
what I'm saying? If I may, I would just, you know what I'm saying, joking around, but drink responsible. You know what I'm saying? When you get to the Passover, don't get drunk. Enjoy the Passover. Enjoy your family. Enjoy the, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy the Akim, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, the familyhood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So we could get, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh shot down here so we could start ruling. So we can start ruling and get out of this, you know what I'm saying? Get out of this hell. Salaki.
Absolutely.
Damn right. Give him the hand, man. So listen, man, this is a story that Officer Shaw said that I found this a little funny, you know, because since 1969, you know, the ISUPK has taught Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians that our oppressor is Esau. Our oppressor is the one who resided in the cleft of the rock. You know, who they refer to as Caucasians are mountain people or cavemen who have come out of the caves.
The Caucasus.
Exactly.
Caucasus
come out of the Caucasus Mountains.
Of Georgia, Russia.
Damn right. You know, we've taught that since 1969. We've taught our people that. And you know, we know that as priests and prophets. But recently, they had artificial intelligence come out and do a simulation of what many different people would have looked like in the past. And so we're going to quickly take a look at this a little bit. It's saying, Slack here. It's saying the images have garnered thousands of likes on Reddit. So they used a popular AR image generator known as Midjourney. All users need to do is input a text-based prompt and let the machine do the rest.
Right.
So all you do is enter a text-based prompt and let the machine do the rest, you know? The image has garnered thousands of likes on Reddit for likening people from completely different periods to humans of the 21st century, you know? It's a reminder that our humanness is something special which transcends time. Well, let's quickly take a look at the image that this AI came up with.
There's any colors in there.
Let's
I just
take
want
a
to know there's any colors.
Is an AI racist bastard?
Right.
Let's find out. Let's find out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's R2D2 racist.
Right.
Let's find out. CP3PO, whatever.
Right.
Johnny 5.
Yeah, Johnny 5. Short circuit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're right.
Racist?
Well, listen. Somebody typed in the AI, you know, what did the cavemen look like?
Right.
You know, what out of the caves of Georgia, Russia, the Caucasus, you know, what did they look like? They look like your boss down at the office.
Right.
You know?
That look like every bum I see on in the Manhattan.
Right.
Coming out the subway.
Let me tell you something.
That looked like curly fries on the
Let me tell you something.
sides to me.
You take a straight razor to some of those faces, it'll be Joe Biden,
Right.
Trump. You know, like that is what.
Right.
That is who your oppressor is. Your oppressor is the caveman. You know, you can see them in the cave. That's what AI came up with. This is what artificial intelligence came up with. The caveman looks like.
Right.
You know, your manager, your supervisor is right there in that cave. That's what they look like.
What's the robot from the Knight Rider? Johnny? Not Johnny. What's the
Kid?
Yeah, Kid.
Yeah, right.
There's a kid from Knight Rider tell you.
Right. This is who Esau is. Just as red and pink as he can be.
Which one of them is White Jesus? Which one of them is Caesar Borgia?
Right.
They all look like
They
Caesar
all look
Borgia.
like right. They all could be Caesar Borgia. A goddamn caveman, and that's the image that you. Let's pull up a picture of Caesar Borgia real quick. Let me get a picture of Caesar Borgia real quick because we're gonna get a comparison here. Because we see him in every movie. Like you can't get a depiction of Christ the way the Bible describes him on any movie.
Right.
You know, we can't get a picture of him. So let's first take a look at the caveman. If y'all get a good picture of that, right? And then let's take a look at the picture of who they tell you is your king.
Right.
Look at this. Right. Like, look at the middle one right there, right?
The middle one with all the faces. The
Right.
middle one with all the faces.
Right. The middle one with all the faces. Like he belongs right there.
Yeah, click on it. The one with all the faces so they can see.
Yeah, so they can really
right. So you can see it.
really get a good look at that. Look at that. That's who they tell you your king is. That's who they tell you your king is. You know, he looks like he belongs right here. He looks like he belongs right here with them.
All right.
He could fit right in there.
Uh-huh.
If I may. In that little gap right there. You see that gap?
Right, that little gap right there
The little gap right there.
is exactly where Caesar Borgia belongs.
Right.
You know? That's not the Christ of the Bible, y'all.
That's the vagabond, man.
You know, that is a right.
Vagabonds. Remember, that's
Right.
what they were. They were vagabonds. No places to go. No home, no culture, nothing.
Well, if I may, remember they South Africans now.
Right.
Right.
Apparently, they're everything.
They African. They're everything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still have to remind people. You know what I'm saying? That the that the European is not native to this country.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's not. They're not native to this country.
Right. They got a documentary out called, I believe it's called White It Out or something like that.
White It Out.
Yeah, I think it used to be on something, but where they break down the history of the European in this country and how the large majority of them came over, you know, through Ellis Island.
Right.
You know, like they want you to believe that they came, you know, through Plymouth Rock and no. The large majority of the people who you know to be as white people, quote unquote, came through Ellis Island.
Right.
They all mixed in with each other.
You can
and
name a few. You can name what the Jewish, the
Right.
Irish, what
The
else?
Italians.
Well, Salakia, sir, they actually still got the footage when they was all on the boat.
Right.
Remember, they was
Right.
flooded on those boats.
And just to let you know, there's more Jewish people here than there is in Israel.
Than there is in Israel.
Well,
Damn right.
That means it was a whole lot of Jewish people in the 1700s when slavery was going on.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it lets you think why they had World War II. I'm gonna just say that.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it at that. It makes you wonder why World War II happened.
Right. Right.
What
Damn
were they?
right.
What were they doing back then that maybe they weren't doing today, or maybe they're still doing today? It makes you want to think. You know.
Right. Damn right, man. Listen, man. The all that artificial intelligence did was confirm what the priests and prophets in the ISUPK have been saying since 1969.
You can't say that. I know what you was about to say.
What?
Just say the oppressor.
No, I wasn't about to say that.
It's the devil with the Bible.
No, I wasn't about to say that. All they've done was confirmed exactly what the priests and prophets have been saying since 1969. We know exactly who the oppressor is. Because listen, man, the other night on Cross the Line, a sister called in and she asked the captains, how do y'all know that white people are Esau?
Right.
That was the question the sister had, And if y'all haven't seen that episode of Cross the Line, check it out. I actually put a clip up. It's on Cross the Line Radio. But, the captains, of course, broke it down biblically and so eloquently the way they always do to break down why our oppressor is Esau. But you got some weird fake Israelites running around that will tell you that Esau is the Saudi Arabian.
Oh, yeah.
He's Saudi or, whatever they say.
So it has a dark melatonin tone.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly.
Esau can't be the white man.
He can't be.
Well, our oppressor throughout history has give you winks and sprinkles of him saying that he's Edom, that he's Esau, and he's this and that.
Right.
I mean, what more do you want? The scripture says Edom has the bald eagle.
Damn right. Damn
and
right.
Every culture of our so-called oppressor, they use the bald eagle, man.
Damn right.
So I don't understand. It really isn't that hard. You know what I'm saying? Some scriptures don't need to be some things don't even really need to be said.
Right.
Scriptures is for the unbelievable. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't believe it. Show me. And even after you show them, they don't believe it.
Damn right, man. And now artificial intelligence has, like, maybe y'all believe it now. Like, y'all don't believe the priests and prophets, but now that some computer algorithm figured out who Esau is, figured out what the caveman looks like and who dwells in the clefts of the rock, now that you didn't believe the Bible and you didn't believe the prophets of God, maybe now you'll believe in artificial intelligence and come out of this disgusting culture here in America and stop envying your oppressor, who is without a shadow of a doubt Esau.
Wait, Salaki, if I may, I gotta pull out a scripture on this. I have to pull out a scripture on this because you know what I'm saying. Who did this? Who did this? You know what I'm saying. This is going to tell you who Esau is. You know what I'm saying. Who's who's the wicked on this earth? Can you read that, Barbara Shaw?
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Say that again.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Oh, I got all the nukes. You know what I'm saying? I got all the money. I could tell Uganda what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, with people who got other nukes.
That's right.
I'm supposed to be the only one with the nukes. You're not allowed to get nukes. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Say that again.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Wait, hold up. He said he covered the faces of the judges. Yahushua is the judge. Yahushua is the judge, and he covered the face. You know what I'm saying? Who told blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians say Jesus Christ is white? You know what I'm saying? Who told you? You know what I'm saying? Who told us this?
Right.
Esau did. You know what I'm saying? He's the wicked. Read on.
If not, where and who is he?
All right. So if you know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying, if our oppressor, you know what I'm saying, this so-called European, if he's not the wicked, who is the wicked?
Right.
Who is the wicked on the earth right now?
Right.
Who's the wicked on? Who told you? Who gave you? You know what I'm saying? White Jesus doctrine. Who gave you slave master doctrine? Who gave you that?
Right.
The same people the same people who said they are the chosen people.
That's right.
Right.
It's ironic, right? It was another people who gave you white Jesus, and there's also another people say that they're chosen. But how come they look exactly like the same?
Right. And if I could, right, the hammer on to your point, let me get a 2nd Ezra 6:54. 2nd Ezra 6:54, because you might have some people that says, well, listen, it says the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. There's many wicked people. White people ain't the only ones that's just wicked. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many things that needed to understand that we got to show you.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 54.
Wait, let me double check just to make sure. No, not that one. Let me get the other one with Esau in it. I believe it's 2nd Ezra. Let me see. 2nd Ezra. Let me see, where's Esau at? Right here. If you find it, just let me know. Just look real quick. It should be in 2nd Ezra though. If you go up in that chapter, it should be in that chapter. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it should be in that chapter. If I could, right, just keep talking about. I'll find it. Just keep talking real quick.
For blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So when you know what I mean. So as this is the artificial intelligence, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Show who is, you know what I'm saying? Who is the caveman? You know what I'm saying? Who is the caveman? And it pull up no other nation, no other nation, but one nation,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Verse 9.
Verse 9?
Yeah, go to verse 9.
Come.
That chapter.
2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9.
You got the big apocrypha.
Okay, comma.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I do it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, here we go. 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Tripping. Oh, yeah, we're gonna find. Oh, here we go. Yep. 6 and 9.
Right.
For Esau.
For who?
For Esau.
For who?
For Esau.
Remember, the other scripture says that the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. So what does it say right here?
For Esau is the end of the world.
For Esau is the end of the world. So it's just letting you know there's a specific person that the world was in the hands of. You know what I'm saying? There's a specific person that oppresses people. The one that destroys the world, that destroys the atmosphere. Listen, I know there's other nations out there that's wicked, but there's one person who wants to inhabit Mars. There's one person who wants to blow up the atmosphere. There's one person who tests nukes in the ocean, in space, on land. This person is who?
For Esau.
For Esau. Listen, Esau is Edom, like it says in Genesis. There's a verse that says Esau is Edom. So if you don't know who Esau is, you got to find out who it is. You got to find out who Esau or who Edom is, and it intertwines together. That is the same person. And when you do your research, you find out Esau is the so-called oppressor, the so-called European, the so-called Spaniard, the so-called conquistador, the so-called the Vikings. Listen, there's many families of Esau. Many. They all broke up like there's many tribes of Israel, right? You have 12 tribes of Israel. Well, guess what? Esau has many tribes and many families. He broke off to the Spaniards, the Vikings, the Celtic, the Irish, the so-called Jewish man. All this comes back to Esau, and he's doing what?
For Esau is the end of the world.
For Esau is the end of the world. Keep going.
And Jacob.
And who?
Jacob.
Black people are who?
Jacob.
A Hispanic man is what?
Jacob.
The Native Indian is what?
Jacob.
That nigga across the street is what?
Jacob.
That brother who works 9 to 5 all week is what?
Jacob.
That sister that has to hustle for her children is what?
Jacob.
Keep going.
Is the beginning.
Is the what?
Is the beginning.
No, it's the end.
Is the beginning.
White people's gonna last forever.
Is the beginning.
They're gonna rule the world and go to space and every planet and inhabit it.
is the beginning.
We are the beginning, man. We are absolutely the beginning. Keep going.
Of it that followeth.
And that's what's important, man. We're the beginning of it that followeth. Like Kum Yashala, right? Barakatah Yahweh Wal Yahweh Shai for that. That a black man, after a white man falls, a black man's gonna rise, man. A black man's gonna rise after a fall of your oppressor. Remember what they battling over, man. They battling over oil. They're making laws against homosexuality, man. They're doing everything it takes to destroy blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But this scripture said we come after, man. And that's going to let you know we're going to raise up everything and make it righteous. That are people who's disgusting and a degenerate and inappropriate what they can't do. They try to do it all the time and they fail. They say they civilized when they're not. Hell, listen, we had to show them how to take showers, man. And
right.
And we had to show them. Listen, let me tell you something. The thing about seasoning, they know seasoning is good, but the problem is ironic is during the Great Depression, people were becoming poor. So they had to make a way to figure out, listen, how can I separate myself from the poor and let me being rich? So they said, you know what? Our meat is so good and tender and delicious, we don't even need to put salt on it or seasoning. So that's why white people don't put season on their foods. Why? Because they try to make it a political status, whereas I don't need that. You need to be poor to eat seasoning, man. That and listen, go look it up. Go research that. Go ahead. You're gonna find out why your oppressor don't like adding season. Why he wanna just eat chicken the way it is. Why he says, listen, don't wash your chicken, man. You're gonna take off all the good stuff. You're gonna take off all the good bacteria if you wash your chicken, man. That just lets you know our oppressor, he can't be in charge, man. He can't. You leave it to him. What? There's gonna be more plagues and diseases and everything roaming this earth to kill you.
Right. So, sir,
right.
You can't forget this. They also call the United States is the police officers of the world.
Yeah.
They're known for that.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what they do. They go into your country, bring you democracy, and say, listen, you love America. Here, adopt our ways. And what happens? Next thing you know, you got the alphabet people in your country.
Right.
And Civil War.
Right. You got Christmas, you got Thanksgiving, you got holidays that you wasn't even celebrating before. Now you celebrate. You understand? And what makes it so crazy? There's little things you gotta realize why Esau is the end of the world. Like, do you know that chocolate is running out? Chocolate is running out, black people. If you don't know, before, chocolate was a rich delicacy. Chocolate wasn't given out to everybody.
Right.
But because America, we had you have to make chocolate available to everywhere. Why? Because chocolate is in every goddamn holiday. Listen, you can eat chocolate for anything. It's for any special occasion, as America would say, but they don't tell you that chocolate is running out. Real chocolate is running out. That's why they feed you what? Milk chocolate. They don't give you what? The pure, dark, 100% chocolate, right? They give it to you bits and pieces, 70%, 80%, 90%, 100%. You know why? Because he's a devil. He's a deceiver. He's going to milk it until there's no more chocolate left, and all we have is white chocolate.
Right.
All you're going to find is white chocolate everything. That's why they make white chocolate everything. You want white chocolate Reese's? You want white this and this? Because they take everything and they abuse it. The lithium in your battery, guess what? Is running out. Why? Because your oppressor's the devil. You think batteries last a long time? They don't. But you leave it to him. He's going to use all your goddamn lithium, and there's no more batteries. And next what he's going to do? He's going to bring solar power. He's going to do whatever it takes to try to make more money and destroy the world, man. That's why this beast needs to be eradicated. He needs to be pushed to the side like how he did us.
Right.
He needs to be brushed to the corner. He needs to understand what it was like to be black. He wants to be black so bad. Well, maybe he needs to have his sons and his daughters sold. Maybe he needs to come up with some inventions to help him get the job done. And then a black man steals all of it. Maybe he needs to go through those pains and struggles to finally understand why he is an evil and deceitful bastard, man.
Right.
But that
Damn
was it.
right. Damn right. Give that a hand. Give that a hand, man. Yeah, man. All of these commodities he have taken and twisted it and destroyed, and as a result left our people so destroyed, man. When you look at sugar and flour and all of these, all rice, you know, like when you like a lot of people know, especially people from the Caribbean, when you eat good, real brown rice, how nutritious it is.
Right.
You know, when you get that white rice, it is just depleted of everything good. The flour depleted of everything good. You know what I mean? He takes everything, he corrupts it, he destroys it, he uses it for his advantage, and he leaves all the people around him destroyed. He is by far the oppressor. He is by far the deceiver. He is by far the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Just
listen, if I could, can you read this comment? It's from Calvin. It's on there. Read the comment from Calvin. This is a good question.
Okay. So we got a comment in the chat from Calvin. He says, born and raised in Southwest Philly. Give Philly a hand. Born and raised in Southwest Philly. My dad was born in Barnwell, Barnwell, South Carolina. His dad, my grandfather, Wade, was from Trinidad. Why does that make me from Trinidad?
And you know, he has another comment. He says from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He said, why does that make me from the tribe of Benjamin?
Right. Listen, that makes you from the tribe of Benjamin because that's where most of the tribe of Benjamin is from. They're from the West Indies.
Right.
You understand? Not just Trinidad. There's some in Tobago. There's some in I always get this mixed up. Guyana. Right, Guyana. What's it? Barbados, Jamaica. Those are some of your Benjamite brothers. Because your grandfather is from Trinidad, that's what makes you the children of Israel, man. And you gotta remember, it's not just that. We have a 12 tribes breakdown that shows you the spirit of Benjamin. And Benjamin, guess what? He has a spirit of working. You work 9 to 5. Listen, brother, if you have 2 jobs, congratulations, you're a Benjamite. You have 3 or 4 jobs and go home and do that. Guess what? You are from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you work as a mechanic and a engineer, electrician, and you work another UPS job, right?
Right.
The hood mechanic. Guess what? You are a Benjamite.
If you drive Uber Eats while simultaneously cooking the food you're about to deliver, you're from the tribe of Benjamin.
Right. Absolutely, man. But listen, let me get it for him real quick. Just talk real quick. Let me get it. I'll show you.
Yeah, man. What the officer's bringing out is heavy, man. It's important that our people know which tribe they from, man. And the reason why that brings strength, man. I say it all the time, man. There's nothing a Black, Hispanic, or Native American can be given that is more precious than the knowledge of your identity, man. When you know who you are and you know what tribe you from, you can finally now identify with your culture, which comes directly out of this Bible, man. It is the most precious gift that you could be given, man.
If I could, right? Let me get Genesis 49 and 27.
Man, we in this school, yo. I remember the other night, like last week we was all in the school, man. We was, hanging out and all of that. And I looked around, man, and we had Trooper LaCum in here, who's from the tribe of Ephraim, who's a Puerto Rican. We had Officer Karab in here, who's from the tribe of Benjamin. Myself, Officer Paratazal from the tribe of Judah. Officer Shalah, who's from the tribe of Judah. What they refer to as African Americans or Negroes. We had who else was in here, man? Officer Yatazar, who's from the tribe of Levi, who's a Haitian.
Right.
And I took a moment and I looked around at all these brothers and I said, there is no way in hell we would all be in the same room.
Not fighting, right?
Not fighting,
right?
If it wasn't for this truth, man. It's important that we know who our identity is and who our brothers are, man. This brotherhood is a weapon.
Whenever you can, Parazza, read what you got.
Khan. The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf.
Right. So Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. So it's like a wolf. So you gotta remember, this is the spirit of Benjamin. He's like a wolf. He's raving. He's out there in the streets. He's out there in the world. Keep going.
In the morning.
In the what?
In the morning.
In the what?
In the morning.
Keep going. He
shall devour the prey.
So think about that mentality, the spirit of a wolf. a Benjamite, a brother from the West Indies, a Jamaican, a Barbadian. Listen, my grandfather is from Barbados. My great grandfather on my father's side, he's a Jamaican. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it says in the morning he shall what?
In the morning he shall devour the prey.
Devour the prey. Now, just think about those stories, especially if you're from the West Indies. Your grandparents used to tell your grandfather, I used to wake up 7 o'clock in the morning and walk to work. I had to go there. I had to go there. I had to do this. I had to do that. I had to do this. Listen, I'll tell you a quick story. My grandfather from Barbados, he came to America. He came, he started working in these churches as a janitor, cleaning up and all that. He left my grandmother, my mother, which is, I believe, the third oldest, and like four other kids alone. And what happened? He raised up enough money to afford to bring just my grandmother up here. So they was in battle and like, should we send the kids or should I send for my wife? So he ended up taking his wife up, my grandma. So they had to work multiple jobs just to bring one of my uncles, my aunt, my mother, my other aunt, my other brother that wasn't, I believe my grandma was pregnant at the time. Listen, Benjamites have mad kids. But besides the point, they had to raise enough money to bring them all up here. And with that, why? They had to work nonstop to do what? It says what? In the morning they should what?
Oh, in the morning they should devour the prey.
And then what?
And at night,
right?
He shall divide the spoil.
And that's what he does. He brings all the money home and do what? He divides it around everybody. Here's this. What needs to be paid? Pay that. What got? Oh, we gotta fix what? Fix that. Oh, what needs fixed? He's doing that. But why? That's a Benjamite spirit.
Right.
They're like a wolf. Just think. Just go look at Natural Geographics and look how a wolf acts. Look how a wolf pack act. How they move. They go out there hustling. They go out there. How are we gonna get this done? The alpha brings stuff to the other wolves to divide the spoil, but they get up in the morning doing all this work, all this effort, slaving their life away to do what? Come home and divide it to the family, divide it to the nation, and that's just one trait and one attribute of a Benjamite, of a so-called West Indian. You understand? But just to answer the brother's question, just because your grandfather is from Trinidad, also that does not make you Israel. That we don't go by that simple stuff. Because you know why? There is some coolies in Israel too.
Damn right.
You understand? There's some people that is not our people who inhabit these places. They put you in slavery, and then what? Now listen, I'm Trinidadian too. Listen, we can say that in Jamaica. You know how much Chinese Jamaicans is in Jamaica, and they love that mixture. They love it so goddamn much. Well, guess what? They might come over here and be like, "Yo, my grandfather's from Jamaica." Whoa, that's beautiful. Let me see him. Right. Let me see. What's your last name? If your last name is Chong and you're from Jamaica, I'm sorry, brother. You might not fit the bill in here. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean nothing. Listen, what it means, if you come from the transatlantic slave trade, if your grandfather that's from Trinidad, he suffered the oppression just like my grandfather suffered the oppression, just like all our grandparents and grandmothers suffered the oppression that our oppressor put on us, then guess what, brother? Welcome to the family. See you at the 54th annual Passover.
Damn right.
North Carolina. That's right. And I hope we can drink together and talk more about the oppressor who's the devil.
Damn right. Damn right. Ain't that ahead, man. Yo, man, Brother Calvin, I hope the officer answered your question. Most High in Christ, man. And it's important, man, that we have brothers like Officer Karab, Officer 5000, Officer 5000, Shalayala, man. Brothers that have been in this truth for a while, who are seasoned in this truth. Captain Tazaria, Captain Katazai, who can break these scriptures down, man, because it's important that we don't just lean on our own understanding. Right. You know what I'm saying? It is our culture to have the men above us teach us and give us direction in this. Otherwise, you're simply going to be following behind your disgusting oppressor, who we saw in that cave painting earlier from the AI, man. So give Officer Karab a hand. And let me tell you something else, man. If you haven't seen Officer Karab's classes, go on YouTube, man. ISUPK Long Island. I'm talking about some of the baddest history classes, man. He gets into the history. He breaks down everything you need to know about our culture, about what happened to us, about why it happened to us, and about where we're going. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check out his classes, man. Most High in Christ.
If I could add, a lot of the classes is on ISUPK headquarters.
God.
You know, most of the classes are there. Some of them is on the ISUPK Long Island, but most of them is on ISUPK headquarters. You can find a bunch of classes I did. You know what I'm saying? On slavery. A lot of it is on slavery. You know what I'm saying? But there's multiple things that we were put through slavery. Like, for example, the disabled people. You don't think about disabled people now, but back then, disabled people were slaves just like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on what kind of disability you had, you might somewhat have a little bit of relief, or you might not. You might get killed. Why? Because you can't see. Well, I can't use you. Well, now you're being put to death.
Right.
That's just one of the things. One of the topics of many that I go over in the Long Island class.
Yeah, there wasn't no Americans with Disabilities Act during slavery. You know, you had to. You had to get on the way you got on, man. Especially after, especially as many brothers during the Reconstruction period and after Civil War who were maimed and didn't have no legs and didn't have no arms and blown up in bombs and stuff that, man. So yeah, man, these classes is real deep. I'm sorry, Slack. So you want to say something?
Oh no, with the priest with the priest and officer Karab was talking about, because I was going to bring that up. Like he bring out things that you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't realize, you think you don't realize that it was going on back then.
Right.
Like, yes, it was handicapped people back then. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? You thought people that wasn't involved with the slave trade, they was involved with the slave trade.
Absolutely.
So it's certain that we call it like B-side history that you don't realize that, you know what I'm saying, it was certain things that was going on during that period in time. So like it, sir.
Most High in Christ, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna move on to this last story, man. We almost out of time here, but I definitely want to bring this last story out, man, because it's just showing the direction. And it's important, man, that we understand, because here in the UPK, you know, General Muhammad brings it out all the time. Like we got to understand, man, that there is no winning in this disgusting empire.
Right.
This place must be destroyed. You know, like if you still got in your mind that somehow the American dream is going to uplift your people and we could somehow live happily amongst our oppressors, you are wrong. Our salvation comes in the absolute destruction and complete confinement of our oppressors.
Right.
There is no way that this world can be healed. There is no way that the pollution and the destruction that's been unleashed on this planet that can be fixed unless our oppressor is chained and bound.
And to add upon that, you know how you know that the world could be fixed if we stop eating. So just remember back when we had COVID and nobody was out for 2 weeks, everything just started healing.
Right.
The Hudson started healing.
Right.
Yo, they I forget what it is, but there was an animal that they thought was extinct. Came out because they thought people just died.
Right.
They came out like, oh, niggas ain't here no more. All right.
Right.
We here. They saw people. It was like, damn, we gotta go back and hide it. But it just shows you with just 2 weeks of not the world running off this oppressor can do. So imagine a lifetime without an oppressor ruining things, how great the world can heal itself, man.
Right. Damn right, man. Keep that in man. Like it has to be destroyed. And let me tell you something. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you cannot vote your way out of this oppression. We have been voting and marching and getting bit by every breed of dog in the streets since the 60s.
Right.
You cannot vote your way out of this oppression, man. And that leads into this next story, because what we're seeing here is that in Florida, the same laws that you voted for in order to get certain education in the children's school system has now left race completely out of the stories. And so this story says race left out of Rosa Parks' story in revised weekly lessons. Text for Florida school highlights confusion with Florida law. Like this is the law that they voted for in Florida, right? Now, as a result of this law, this I forgot what they call it, You know when they try to bring more a better understanding of black culture and the laws and take out LGBTQ and all of that. As a result, it's like they're right, the critical race theory, all of that, right? As a result of this, now they done completely.
If I may, you mean history,
right?
Exactly, telling true history,
right?
Now, as a result of people voting for these laws, somehow they just completely took race out of the Rosa Parks story, and it's so stupid. Like, how can you even interpret the Rosa Parks story without race?
Right.
It's based on race,
Unless you're going for a feminist move, and it's
right.
Like, hey, listen, they wouldn't let this woman.
Right. Exactly.
Well, so it's going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say they make a movie about Rosa Parks starring Roseanne Barr.
Right.
Right.
That's what it's gonna be.
So let's listen to some of this because it's so stupid. Rosa Parks showed courage. One day she rode the bus. She was told to move to a different seat. She did not. She did what she believed was right. Like, what the hell does that even mean? Like, this is what they're gonna teach your kid. Like, if you
that's simplifying.
Right? No, you gotta read that again. No, read that again.
Like your kid is gonna interpret this as nobody bet not ever tell me to switch my seat on the bus. Like they completely took out the fact that black people were not allowed to sit on the front of the bus. Mm-hmm. And this is why she protested. So it says Rosa Parks showed courage. One day she rode the bus. She was told to move to a different seat. She did not. She did what she believed was right. Like, what does that even mean?
It's like you know they didn't finish. She did what she did what she believed was right. What else? What was it?
Right.
They just left it out. What was she did? What she believed was right.
Right.
What else? Because you know what? You can look at it today. Listen, I stood in the front today. I ain't give my seat up for no handicapped person.
Right.
Right in that seat, and they didn't move me to the back.
They said it like it could mean anything.
Right.
Right.
Like it could mean.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. It's so like it could mean anything. That's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? He's such a deceitful. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, it doesn't tell you that black people couldn't damn near, let alone ride a bus. But if you did, you had to sit in the back.
Right.
No, if I may, you don't forget, you was getting arrested.
Of course.
You was getting arrested if you sit in the front of the bus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They would stop the bus, call the police because you know what I'm saying? You gotta remember Rosa Parks got dragged off the bus.
Of course.
Right.
And you
got dragged off the bus.
Remember, Rosa Parks wasn't the one and only person.
That's right.
Right.
It happened to multiple our brothers and sisters
multiple
times. They just felt that because she was light skinned, you'll get the job better done. The job done better.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Give the sister a hand.
Right.
She said that story was originally for a pregnant woman. Damn right. But listen, man, what blacks and Hispanics need to understand is that you voted for this. This is your civil rights right here, where you just completely wiped off the map. For you Hispanic brothers out there, listen to this. Roberto Clemente. Roberto Clemente was a famous baseball player. He was a responsible citizen.
Responsible citizen. Damn.
Listen. He helped people in need. He gave money to people in food. He taught children how to play baseball. Like what? Like this is absolutely insane.
Listen,
man.
that's why the title says responsible citizens in history.
Right. Responsible citizens in history. Like they're not going to tell you that Roberto Clemente was an Ephraimite brother, if I'm not mistaken. Was a Puerto Rican brother that went through hell to get into major base. And let me tell you something else. All of our Hispanic brothers are the best in baseball.
That's right.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They'll tell you that they'll show you all sorts of disgusting oppressors in baseball. Our Hispanic brothers have always been the best in baseball.
That's right.
You know, and Roberto Clemente proved that. But just getting a little bit into this story, Studies Weekly, a publisher that provides educational periodicals for Florida's K through 6 grades, revised one of their lesson plans for the 2022-2023 school year to take out race as the reason Rosa Parks was told to change her seat and why she was subsequently arrested. The initial text, which reportedly said Parks was told to move to a different seat because of the color of her skin was edited because individuals in our curriculum team severely overreacted to their interpretation of HB7 and made unapproved revisions. Studies Weekly tells CNN in a statement. Florida's House Bill 7 restricts what can be taught to students about certain topics, including race. It went into effect as law last July and requires schools to submit instructional material to the State Department of Education for textbooks review. Listen, man, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have to understand that the education of your children begins at the home, man. We must be diligent in educating our children and teaching our children our history, specifically out of this Bible, as well as our history overall. Because if you leave it up to the public school system, they'll have you thinking that Roberto Clemente was just a responsible citizen. You know, they'll have you believing that Rosa Parks just, you know, she just wanted to go against the grain one day and just, you know, get arrested from off the bus. It's a horrible thing that they're doing down there, man. And so we have to be diligent in making sure our children know our history, man. But yeah, we're going to give a big shout out to the chat. Let's quickly check. We got Officer Chapat in the building. Give him a hand.
That's right.
Trooper Mawasa in the building. From Jersey, give him a hand. My man, Officer Lashiwamyala, the LI, give him a hand.
See you in a couple of minutes.
Well, we're going to be down at the Passover, man. We're going to see all the brothers and sisters down at the Passover, man. Yo, before we go, we just going to check this poll one last time. We still at a 60-40, man. 60% of y'all, 60% of y'all believe that Tekashi 6ix9ine did not stage that beat down. Listen, I personally think he staged it. The brother, you know, Officer Paradas, I think he staged it. You know what I'm saying? There is no right or wrong answer, man. Big shout out to the chat.
Right. And before we go, right, I know we gearing up to go, but I wanna bring some now before we leave, right? Because you gotta remember, next week we're gonna be at the 54th annual Passover.
Damn right.
You gotta remember. But I want people to understand why we're going to this Passover and why you should come to the Passover, right? So if I could, let me get Exodus 1 and start at 1. You can start very at the beginning.
Exodus 1:1. Let's do it.
Exodus 1:1.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 1.
Right.
Now, these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah.
Right.
Verse 3. Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin.
Right.
Verse 4. Dan and Naphtali, and Gad, and Asher.
Keep going.
And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Jacob was in Egypt already. Salakia, for Joseph was in Egypt already.
Right.
Verse 6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation.
Keep going.
Verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and waxed exceedingly mighty. And the land was filled with them.
The land was what?
Filled with them.
Keep going. Remember, we were mighty in this land.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 8. Now there arose a new king over Egypt.
What?
A new king over Egypt. A new king.
Remember, a new king, man. A new ruler. A new president. A new lead presidente. Whatever you want to call it, right?
Right.
A new king or whatever. Whoever's a ruler at this time. Keep going.
Which knew not Joseph.
Who knew what?
Which knew not Joseph.
Right, keep going.
Verse 9. And he said unto his people.
Remember this. He said what?
And he said unto his people.
Remember, this is a pharaoh. Remember, this is what Captain Azariah is about to battle.
Right.
Which is better? Is the Israelite culture better or Egyptian culture better for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians? And this is what a pharaoh said to your people, man. There's a pharaoh said to his people. Keep going.
Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
We are what?
More and mightier than we.
Remember that. Remember, we in their land. More and mightier than them. So the king said, listen, man. Listen, he's saying to his people, they are more and mightier than us. Because they're better than us. because they could do all the sports better,
right?
Because they cook better,
right?
Because they come out the womb jumping higher than no man possible,
right?
Because we're better than them. God knows everything on the earth. Keep going. What else is he says? Verse 10.
Verse 10. Come on.
He says what?
Come on.
Uh-huh.
Let us deal wisely with
Let's
them.
do what?
Deal wisely with
Let's
them.
make laws to do what?
Deal wisely with them.
Let's put them under the ground. What?
Deal wisely with them.
Let's not teach them black history. What?
Deal wisely with them.
Let's pump LBGT in their community. What?
Deal wisely with them.
Keep going.
Least they multiply.
Least they what?
Least they multiply.
Keep going.
And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war,
right,
they join also unto our enemies,
right,
and fight against us,
right,
and so get them up out of the land.
Well, so listen, the Pharaoh knew. Listen, we got to do something with these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the 12 tribes of Israel,
right?
Because they're so great and they're so mighty, and there's more than them. That if something happens, they might take the side of our enemies, man.
Right?
They might fight against us. Why? Because they don't like us. They ruin everything. So what else did the Pharaoh say? Keep going.
Verse 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters. Set over them taskmasters.
Mm-hmm. Listen, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, this is one of the main reasons as why you need to get down to the Passover, man.
Damn
because
right.
They set over you what?
Taskmasters.
Taskmaster. And guess what? That taskmaster is going to tell you can't make it to the Passover, man.
Right.
You got to go to work. Oh, listen, you might be afraid that, listen, I might get fired. I might do this. I might do that. I'm not telling you to walk off your job and go to the Passover. I'm informing you why you might not be able to get to the Passover. Right. Why we have this Passover, man. And this is therefore they just set over them taskmasters. Just think about that real quick. You have a person that's over you, making sure you complete the works of Pharaoh, man. To make sure you don't go over there and be great and mightier than them. So guess what? Taskmasters will be over you. Keep going, Har.
To afflict them
with what?
To afflict them with their burdens.
And that's what's crazy. You here in America fighting for your life.
Right.
And they want to do what, Har?
Afflict them with their burdens.
They want to afflict you with your burdens, man. Any burden that you have, they want to afflict you with it. Just so what? Damn, I feel like I can't go to the Passover. Right. I feel like that I don't got no money. Guess what? I don't got no money either, black man.
Right.
Ain't none of us got no money to get to the Passover. But guess what? I'm going to the Passover, man.
Right.
I'm getting there. And you get there too.
Damn
we
right.
all should get at the Passover. Why? Because they set taskmasters over us to afflict us in our burden. That's right. Keep going.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses.
Keep going.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
And that's what's so great about so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Because through even your affliction, you'll multiply, man. You turn $2 into $40. You turn $100 into $1,000. Why? Because you refuse to lose, man.
Right.
You refuse to be oppressed and die on the street. Well, guess what? Come into the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, man.
Damn right.
You want to have brothers and sisters at the Passover, man. We will be multiplied and grow even more. Why? Because they afflict us. They afflicting us to this day, man. Your taskmasters don't want you to come together with black people. Your boss thinks that's crazy. Tell your boss, especially if he's a other nation, he's gonna be like, "Oh, y'all gonna be in a room and not fight? What kind of party is this? What kind of is it? A concert?" They can't fathom blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians being together, but the Bible sure can. The Bible sure can believe that we all come together. It even says right here that after even when we're afflicted, we're multiplied all together, man. Keep going.
Damn right. Verse 12. Verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve with rigor.
Serve with what?
With rigor.
And that's what's listen, if you don't know what that is, that's you are working into death, black man.
Right.
A Spain man, Native Indian. Egypt made you work with rigor. And just to go back, this is what you want to, this is the lifestyle that's going to help blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Or the God of the Bible is going to help you, because the God of the Bible heard this. He heard your cries. And if I could go to Exodus, let me get it. Go to Exodus 4. So like Exodus 3 and read verse blah blah blah. Read verse 7. This is this is when the Most High met Moses.
Exodus chapter 3 verse 7.
Slaki, let me rephrase that. This is when Moses met the Most High. Slaki, go ahead.
And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction
surely what?
Seen the affliction.
I surely see what?
The affliction of my people, which are in Egypt.
Keep going.
And have heard their cry.
I heard their what?
Heard their cry.
Listen, the Lord unheard you saying, listen, I work 9 to 5 every day, man.
Right.
I work all day. Guess what? My check ain't going up, but this show that these bills are going up. This car note going up. You miss a day of work, your paycheck feel like it's half gone. You understand what I'm saying? You listen, you try to go get an apartment in New York, you're gonna be paying an arm, a leg, your child, a liver, your hair, everything just to have a front seat in a trunk. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But the Lord heard our affliction. Keep going.
By reason of their taskmasters.
The what?
By reason of their taskmasters. For I know their sorrows.
I know their sorrows. Just think about what the Most High said to Moses, man. Read it again, hard from the top.
Verse 7. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people.
He said, I surely see the affliction of my people.
Which are in Egypt.
Which are in where?
In Egypt.
And he made that known. They're not nowhere else.
Right.
They're in Egypt being oppressed, being beat, being slaughtered.
Right.
Just remember where we at. We in America where it's spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, and it's like Egypt, right? So the Lord knows what we go through. Keep going.
I have heard their cry.
I've heard their cries. Keep going.
By reason of their taskmasters.
Keep going.
For I know their sorrows.
And that's what's important, man. The Lord knows your sorrows. The Lord knows what you're going through. The Lord knows. Listen, come out of Egypt, man. Go get your people out of Egypt. Go to the Lord's Passover. And what's so heavy is the next sentence. Read the next verse. Keep going.
Verse 8. And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians.
Right.
To bring them up out of that land.
Right.
Unto a good land. And a large. Unto the land flowing with milk and honey.
Right.
Unto the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites.
Right. So the Lord is telling you, listen, I'm going to bring you into a good land that truly was yours anyway, that didn't belong to those people. But he's letting you know, listen, I'm going to get you out of the oppression. He's going to get you out of those rat-infested places, man.
Right.
That place is where, guess what? You have mold in the other room, so you never go in there. You lock the door. Those places where only the dog could be in. You know what I'm saying? There's a kettle in the kitchen, the dog in there, this and that. Listen, you live in hell, and the Lord knows you live in hell. So get to the Lord's annual Passover, man.
Damn right.
Get to the Lord's Passover. And guess what? If you think you can't make it, read on, Har. If you think you can't make it, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't think I could get there. Read on. Who else thought they couldn't do something?
Verse 9. Now, therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me.
Right.
And I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them.
Drop down to verse 11. Moses heard everything that the Lord was saying, and this is what came out his mouth.
Verse 11. And Moses said unto God, Who am I?
What?
Who am I? Who am I that I should go unto the Pharaoh? And that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt.
Just think about that. Moses, the God of Israel, went to Moses and told Moses, like, listen, you know your people is being oppressed, man.
Right.
You need to go out there and go save them. And Moses is like, who am I?
Right.
Listen, he thinking like, listen, I'm nobody. You come to me, Lord. I don't think I can do this.
Right.
Well, guess what? The Lord told Moses, listen, get your ass down there and save your people.
Right.
Go down there and go save your people. And it's the same thing with Passover. You don't think you're eligible to go to Passover? We are commanded to go to Passover.
Damn
if you
right.
need help going to Passover, you know what you should do? Call the nearest camp leader in your city, man.
Damn right.
Call the nearest school in your city and get to the Lord's Passover, man. I don't care if all you have to offer is $1. We're going to find a way for you to get to the Lord's Passover, man. Just like the Lord found a way for Moses to speak to his people, man. Remember, Moses had a stuttering problem. He thought he couldn't talk to his people. And the Lord said, don't you have a brother?
Right.
Don't you have brotherhood? Can't your brother speak for you?
That's right.
And that's when Moses finally got a bulb in his head. Like, you listen, you're right. I have a brother, Aaron. He speaks perfect. So the Lord told Moses, let Moses be, let Aaron be your mouthpiece.
Right.
So that's letting you know brotherhood is a weapon, and brotherhood is how we're going to get to the Lord's Passover.
Damn right.
Why it's important that we serve the Most High God, man, and go to this Passover.
Damn right.
Because it's the break free from the oppression that we have, man. That's over us. Remember, the Lord said he sees our affliction and our oppression and our cries. Well, this is your time to be free, black man. To come to the Lord's Passover and celebrate and throw up some prayers with us and pray that the Lord comes back with Christ in the flying saucers Sunday, April 1st. Right. And maybe you won't have to go to work. Oh, Salagi. Saturday, April 1st, and maybe you won't have to go to work on Monday. maybe you might be putting Egyptian to work on Monday. Right. Maybe you might be putting your boss to work that you want to put the slavery so bad. You understand what I'm saying? But that was it, man.
And damn right. Give that a hand, man. Give that a hand, man. What a thorough breakdown, man, of why all blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians need to descend on Raleigh, North Carolina, April 1st for the Lord's 54th annual Passover, man. Make sure you're there. I can't wait to see you there. I certainly am going to be there, man. And yo, big shout out to the chat and for all our viewers for supporting us, man, in this truth, pushing this truth, man. We're going to get up out of here, man. Once again, we are live from ISUPK headquarters right here in Harlem, New York. That's the Priest and Prophets. Let it be known. Give that a hand. We got the man of the hour, the Prince of the Power, Priest and Officer Shalaya Allah in the building. He over there getting his hair braided for the Passover, looking glorious for the Passover. As always, we got all the way from Long Island, New York, Priest and Officer Karab in the building, dropping that heavy knowledge, you know what I'm saying, for Israel, all day, every day, straight out of Yonkers, New York. Of course, we always got the roughest, toughest Dundada in the building. Priest and Officer Pratazar in the building. Give him a hand, man. Bringing out them heavy scriptures. And of course, straight out of the Bronx, New York, I am the Mountain of the Most High, Priest and Officer Harya Allah in the building. You give me a hand, man, and we're going to get up out of here. We might not do a show next week, of course, because we will be in Raleigh, North Carolina for the Passover. But even if we don't, we will be putting out Let It Be Known content live from Raleigh, North Carolina. We want all of our brothers and sisters to see how we get down for the Lord's 54th annual Passover, and hopefully it'll be our last Passover. Until hopefully our King returns after this.
As always, listen. Even if I don't make it, I hope John on the street make it, man.
Damn right.
I hope brothers that might not hear my voice make it, and I don't make it for their sake. You know why? Because our oppressor surely needs to be eradicated.
Damn
this
right.
This is the Passover that I hope it happens, man.
Damn right, yo. We up out of here. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
Yeah, go to messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they trade that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole thought. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I go with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer bar. Tokazak, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper. Try to hope it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I'm making this like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, the whole court. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, told that bitches either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our court. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steps, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch, like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole start. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, told that bitches either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Back row.
You'll never see another nigga like this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night shift. Now I'm one westward, sharper than an ice pick. On you rappers' necks, and it's feeling like some vice grips. Yeah, that's light shit. Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see. Most of them scared to witness. Go on, close your eyes. There's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences. 23 and 1 out. Praying that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My coat captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury. I got 2 jets. If I can't make it do for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain. It's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s, we see in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Tahoe Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lighters in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. You can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know like. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the storm in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know like. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the storm in my whole life. My whole life.